Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going in depth like the product, the processes. So if you are not hit the subscribe button, do well to hit the subscribe button. Give me a big thumbs if you like the video. You know how to. Let's go straight into the video. So I prime my face. The first thing I do, I put moisturizer on my face. After that I prime my face, like my from my brows to everywhere. Since I produce so much oil, I use Pond's lasting oil primer. It's a mattifying primer, but if you have dry skin, you can go for hydrating primer. If you have combination skin, you can apply primer to those places you produce oil the most, or you produce oil. So for you to have a good shape of your brow, you have to comb it out using a spoolie. And since I like raving about Davis number 3 and eye pencils, I want to show you the difference. The number 18 is lighter than number 3, so I prefer going with number 3 since I'm a little bit dark skin. But if I wanted that tinted brow look, I'll go for number 18. So I follow the exact shape of my brows to outline it. After coming out with the spoolie, you follow the exact shape of your brow so that you will not look too big or too small. I start filling it in from the inner corner. But when I get to the outer corner, I draw hair like trans, like up. I draw it going up so that I'll have that natural finish to it. I still go back in with a spoolie to make everything looks well laid back. You can actually, if there's any mistake, you can correct it using a concealer. So this is what I'm using, my foundation and LA Girl Pro Conceal. So I start with my foundation first. Since it's a beginner class, using a concealer that is 2 shades lighter, it will give you trouble blending it out in this outer area. So I go in first with my foundation. Then for my brow bone area, I go in with a concealer, the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. It's 2 shades lighter. So after applying it there, you go back with the foundation to clean the outer corner of the brows. And guys, I should be honest with you guys, this process takes more time than if you just use a concealer that is 2 shades lighter. This process takes more time, because coming to blend it out later and all that, you have to be very careful. So our advice, if you can actually blend your concealer, you should just go ahead with just the concealer, because this process, it takes time. So I'm now applying a base for my eyeshadow. You can use eyeshadow base, but me, I like going in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn, the one I used before, to align my brow bone area. While it's important to use a concealer, it's because we have dark circle around our eyes, and so that the eyeshadow will be more pigmented. So I'm setting it using my finishing powder, my setting powder. This makes the eyeshadow, especially the matte one, to slide on very well. It won't have that wet finish to it. So I'm going in with a deeper color. It's a matte eyeshadow. It's very good, or it's better to start with matte and a deeper color too, because it deepens the eyes, like it will define the eye more. So use the outer, the remaining one, to blend in towards your inner corner. After that, I'm going in with my second transition color, which is to use and blend it all over so that the blend will be seamless. And guys, when I say blend, I mean really blend everywhere. And you should use a fluffy brush while blending. So to cut my crease, I apply a concealer, I look up, it will stand up, and I'll use that to outline where to cut my crease. If you don't do that, if you apply a eyeshadow, like a glitter eyeshadow, when you keep looking up, it will keep staining up. So it's better to apply that and follow that line to cut your crease. and you should do it using, you should cut your crease in patches, not just, don't go just directly, cut it in patches. When you cut to blend, when you cut to blend. This one I just wanted half cut crease, I didn't want a full cut crease. So I go back in with that eyeshadow I used before to blend out the outer layer, and so that the blend from the concealer to the eyeshadow will be seamless. And I like brighter inner corners, so I go in with this first shimmer shade, then the second one, this like a pink, coral pink eyeshadow. Guys, it's usually advised to use the shimmer as your main color. So I still go back in with that transition color to blend it all out. We want the blend to be seamless, and I forgot to complete my brow, so I went in with my foundation for this. If you have a concealer that is your skin tone, you can use that. I don't like the effect of those halo brows, like you use a concealer that is too shade to line your upper brow. I don't like that finish. That's why I usually use my foundation or a concealer that is my skin tone. After that, I'll just blend it out with my middle finger, so that when I'm applying foundation later, I won't have issues. So guys, this is another big process, because any mistake here, I know I've been going out sometimes, I'll do mistake. Like the last video I did, I told you guys I did a mistake. Please take your time. You draw a thin line first, then you join it. You draw it in patches, so that if there is any mistake, you can actually correct it. But if you go to draw it at once, if there's a mistake, you can't correct it anymore. So while applying lashes, you measure it first. You start from there, you measure it, then you cut out the excess. So for my lash glue, I'm using the classic lash glue, and I apply it on the band, the side that will stay on my skin, not the downside, just that up line. So I use my finger, hold it, place it in the middle first, then now gum the edges, then press in my natural lash with the falsies, so that it will look like one. I won't have that my natural lash is down here, then this thing is up here. So for my foundation, I'm going in with the Ezekiel Even True foundation. And guys, please, while choosing your foundation, there's that foundation that will come out white. Please avoid it. Choose a foundation that is your skin tone. Everybody have a skin tone. You have red, you have golden, everybody have another tone. So please find yours and use. And please don't forget to blend in your neck. This step is actually very important, to blend in your neck, so that the blend will be seamless. You guys saw how the hairline was, right? It was just in patches. So I'm going in now with my beauty sponge to blend it all in. Take your time to blend, especially your hairline and that place beneath your ears. So for highlights, I'm going in still with the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and apply it on my forehead, the bridge of my nose, beneath my eyes, and my chin too. And while blending, as a beginner, you shouldn't put it and leave. You should blend as you go. I always say this in every video, but it's never wrong to say it again. I don't know who might be joining us for the first time. If you're a beginner, you apply, you blend, you apply, you blend, because there are some concealer that dries up very fast, and blending will become an issue. So you apply, you blend, you apply, you blend. But the LA Girl does not dry up very fast. That's why it gives me this liberty to apply before I start blending. And you should not drag it all down, so that it will not, the purpose of highlighting will not be missed. So for my contour and my blush, I'm going in with this Avo Professional Powder Palette, and I set immediately after concealing. After highlighting, I'm very sorry, I set in immediately. I don't bake, I just place the powder, then brush it off. So for my contour, you apply the highest point of your ear, you blend it, like you apply using a circular motion so that there will be no harsh line. You apply on your forehead too, if you don't have a larger forehead, because you can use contour to make your forehead look smaller. But since I don't have, I like how my forehead is, I'll just apply on my hairline so that I will not look like I have a mask on. So I like doing a reverse contour so that my cheekbone will pop very well. So I blend it out. I don't let it bake. I dust it off immediately. So I go in with a blush. I'm a blush girl. And blushes on dark skin, oh my goodness, it's always very beautiful. Try it if you have not. So for my nose contour, and it's very important because there are some brushes you use that will mess up your nose contour. Believe me, it has happened to me. Your nose will look very funny. So you use a flat brush, you draw a line, then blend it in like downward like that. So I wanted my nose, I wanted to do a little bit baking on my nose so that it will puff up very well, because I don't have those straight nose. So I'm trying to create one for myself. So I dust it off immediately, and you see I'm using that wiping motion so that it will not mess up with every other thing I've done. So I'm using an eyeshadow to line my waterline. And guys, please this process, if you can't, you should not try it. You try it at your own risk. So I'm blushing out my under eye area with a pink eyeshadow. Then I set my entire face with the Kiss setting spray. Guys, this thing removes all that powdery finish from your face. It makes your face less powdery. So I let it set. When it's halfway set, I go in with my highlighter and I apply on my cheekbone using a circular motion so that it will not look so harsh. The tip of my nose, I blend it. I apply, I blend. The bridge of my nose, I apply, I blend. So I go in with my mascara on my bottom lashes. Guys, this process changes the look. Try it if you have not. So I go in to line my lips first because I like that lips that is looking juicy, and so I always line my lips. Then I top it up with this red lipstick. I'm always going in with natural look. So today I said, let me try the red. And guys, the finish was good. So guys, please, if you have not blended it well, use your hand to blend your lipstick, please, that the transition will look seamless. So guys, this is the final look. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you learned something from it. Please don't forget to give your girl a big thumbs up. Share this video with who it will help. Subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and give me any video suggestion in the comment section. Until the next video, love you, bye.